I love that song. I don't know, it's too epic. It's too epic. Let's see, let me just remove the overlay. That's me. Yep, let me just, what? Great. I just, okay. One of my cubes, which was connected to the power, just fell off. Wait a second, what? Ah, it's my max. Okay, no worries. I'm streaming with the other. Hello, hello. Welcome to today's snake game with pie game stream. Cool. So hello. Hey. Let me first, as always, please use this to register. Hello. Control there. Cool. Yep, that should be it. Is music okay? Yeah, cool. If you hear some echo, just let me know, because I made sure there were no echo cancellation, because sometimes the AI just does weird things. Just let me know if there's like a weird sound or anything, and I'll just activate it. Okay, cool. Hello, nice. So let me just do this. Ah, that's better. Cool. A quick intro about myself, but first of all, before the intro, shout out to Yashika from the last session. She was great. First technical stream, so congratulations, and also shout outs to Wei. Thank you for the amazing intro. Nice. So, cool. Hello. Hey. Nice. So, who am I? My name is Chabel. Okay. People call me Bully. You can call me by my name or nickname. Both of them are fine. I'm a robotics engineer. I used to say I am a robotics engineering student. Not in 2 months. If everything goes well, graduated. Cool. Yeah, I am also not only a streamer but also a pod leader. Thank you. Cool. I'm not only a streamer but also a pod leader for the MLH Fellowship. So, if you have any questions, summer batch applications are open. So just let me know, and I'll be able to help to guide you a little bit on how it works. Cool. Yes. Thank you. Cool. So this stream is going to be interesting. I like no prior experience is needed, just Python and just the will to learn. Hey, thank you. Cool. Yeah, let's just I know myself. I know my luck. I have one thing that I have to fix before graduating. If not, I will not be able to graduate. Which is like there's like a social security number for us Mexicans. So I'm from Mexico. For some reason, mine has an error. If I don't fix that error next week, I'm not graduating this year. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Nah, it's not. It's not fun. But you know what? I hope I can fix that. Cool. Let's just focus on Pi game now. How do we start? Like what will we be doing? So bottom line, the big project is going to be snake game with Pi game. Okay. How do you start with Pi game? Well, it's fairly easy. If you're using Windows, just follow me. If you're using Mac or Linux, I'll just let you know if there are some commands that are different. But the base code should be the same. Okay. Cool. Let's just open a terminal. Can you see the terminal? Yes. Cool. Yeah, my computer is Spanish. I'm not a big fan of my computer being Spanish, but it's like the one language version of Windows. Why Windows? I don't know, but yeah, that happened. Cool. Okay, and let's just open. Cool. Let's go to desktop because there's where I have my my folder. Should be in Pi game normal. Yeah. Cool. So, quick. If you don't know, I'm pretty sure lots of you know about this. If you want to open Visual Studio Code with the terminal, you type code and then dot. Dot means here for computers, okay? So code dot should work. I don't know if it works with Windows 10, at least Windows 11 should work fine, okay? Cool. So, good old empty Visual Studio. First of all, before we start to program, we need Pygame. Okay, so for Pygame, we need to install it in our computer. Okay, it doesn't come by default when you install Python. And here is a tip, okay? It depends on what you need, but I always recommend doing this. So whenever you're importing, whenever you are using libraries that are not natively in Python, meaning like OS, like, I don't know, sys, like stuff like that, always try to create a virtual environment, okay? That way, when you install stuff, hey, Wei, thank you for the shout out, Wei. Hey, thank you. I always forget about the banners. Why? If it's not thanks to Wei, I would be having the starting soon banner for the rest of the stream. Thanks, Wei. Cool. Okay, so create a virtual environment. By the way, let's just zoom in here a little bit. There you go. So the way that you create a virtual environment, or the way, first of all, the way it works is it creates like a little copy of Python inside of a folder, and when you install stuff such as Pygame, it doesn't install it in your direct Python, but it installs it in like a, let's call it like a glass. So in the end, if you want to just get rid of Pygame, just get rid of that env, boop, and voila, it just goes away. Okay. If not, then you have to go into your Python folder and just do it manually, which is not fun. So yeah, and you can create you could have different projects with different problems because you have some libraries installed that shouldn't be there. Okay, cool. So the way you do it, at least in Windows, it's py-m venv, and then you can do env. Okay, you can. This is the name. The following word should be the name of your environment. What I like to do is always env. Why? Because it's just easy to recognize from lots of folders. Okay, so py-m venv env. Okay, should take a minute. Probably like 3 seconds. Probably like a minute. There we go. Cool. So that's it. It's already created. And you can see, if we type ls, you can see that there's an env created. Okay. For Linux or Mac, Python 3-m venv, and then the name. Okay. Here, name. Okay. Cool. Where do we start in the Mac terminal? Okay, cool. Well, that's a good question. I'm pretty sure that if you go into the little, it's in the top right corner, there should be like a magnifying glass. You can type terminal. That should open it. Yeah, I've never ever used Mac for programming before. I know people don't like that, but you know, I just prefer Windows or Linux. But yeah, at least for Mac, if you click on the magnifying glass, that it should be in the top right part, and you type terminal, that should be it. And then just do this, okay? But first of all, just move using cd, which is change directory, to the directory that you want to create your game, okay? In this case, we are in desktop, streams, and Pygame, okay? Cool, I hope that I answered this question here. Cool, so we have the virtual environment. What should we do now? Like, is it on, is it off? Like, how do you know? So ignore the base here. This is from Conda, okay? So ignore that base. Ideally, you should see only this. If you're in Windows or any operating system, there shouldn't be anything here, okay? This is from Conda that I use, that I like to keep on, okay? Cool. So the way you do it, in Windows, env, scripts, activate, okay? I hit enter, voila. You see, there's a green env here. Can you see that? Should I? Yeah, there you go. That's better. Yeah, cool. Here we go. Yeah, Wei uses Mac. So Spotlight and type in terminal. Cool. Thanks, Wei. Oh, here we have another one. We can do command plus space to open the search bar and type terminal. And I think you can follow up the same. Yep. Cool. Thank you. Thank you both. Nice. Cool. So we have the env there. That means that it's on. Okay. The way you turn it off, you just type deactivate. Cool. Okay, let's do that again. So for Windows, env, you can if you click or press on E and then tab, it auto completes with env, scripts, and then activate. Okay, enter. That's it. If you're using either Mac or Linux, it should be source. I think it's env. There's one that's called bin. and then one that's called activate. See, activate, there we go, cool. So instead of scripts, it's bin, okay? For Unix users, choose Mac and Linux, okay? Again, source, if you omit the source, it won't do anything. env bin activate, okay? That should work, okay? Just let me know if it doesn't. Cool, so, dude, there we go, escape, there we go. Yeah, there you go, that's it. That, by the way, the .venv for Waze case, it could be your name's env, environment name. So if you just, I don't know, the virtual environment's name, it's like Pygame, so it should be Pygame bin activate. Okay, that should be it. Yep, cool, that's it. Nice, okay, so it's activated. What should we do next? Like, we have our virtual environment, we have a safe place to play with Python without breaking the source. What should we do now? Easy, pip installed. First of all, let's do -- upgrade pip, okay? Pip install -- upgrade pip. That should upgrade stuff from pip. We want the latest version of, great. We want the latest version of pip. In this case, to modify pip, let's found with command. I probably will skip this, just because I don't want to have like 5 minutes of upgrading, but this should work, okay? If it doesn't, then that's okay, it's fine. Just, if you see this, just, for now, just let it go. Cool. Okay, now you can do pip install Pygame. Let's see if that works. Cool. So it's doing something. There we go. Cool. So installing cached. In my case, I had it cached. Okay, so I installed it previously in another part of my computer. It now installed it again. It just didn't take much time because I already had it cached. It probably will take like 30 seconds or less for you. Okay. Cool. So that's about it. Okay. We have Pygame running. So with the virtual environment on, always on. Okay. So if not, it won't work. Let's go to VS Code. Okay. So you can see here the env, and you can see here like the scripts we have include, and we have stuff from Pygame, as you can see here, okay, which we will not be entertaining today. Let's create the first game, okay? Let's call it first.py, a normal Python, okay? There we go. Is that good? An invalid, just let me do something here. There we go. Cool, that should be it. Nice. Okay, so let's just, is this Copilot? I'm not sure. Okay, cool. How do you use Pygame? We have it installed. It's in the virtual environment. What should we do? Good old Python, fourth Pygame. There we go, that's it. Great, congratulations. You got Pygame running in your script. Cool, now, how does this work? Glad you asked. We have to do, so there are a couple of things that we have to take in account about games, okay? Games, and I'll specifically make some mistakes for you to spot, and let me know when something's missing, okay? For the games, every single game frame has to be refreshed, okay? So if you do calculations, let's say that the snake moved 3 or 4 pixels in front of it, and we didn't refresh the frame, visually, it will be different. It will be just a static image of the past of that snake. Make sense? So if you do not refresh the rate, it'll just stay the same, even if the program says, hey, your snake is like 10 pixels ahead. Okay, just make sure to have that in mind, and also always initialize Pygame. Okay, so to initialize it, let's just init Pygame here. Cool. Nice. So as easy as pygame.init. There we go. That should be it. Okay. Cool. Pygame is init. Now let's just create like the first screen, first game of your life. If it's the case. Okay. Let's do create screen, and let's do width, height. Let's make them globally, so it's in capitals, 500. Let's do a square, okay? 500 times 500 pixels. And then screen, what's the screen? Screen is going to be Pygame, the display. dot set mode. So we're basically telling Pygame, hey, I want you to create a display of width, height, and height, okay, measurements. Okay, that's what this line is doing, okay? Cool. Now, you can add a caption to it, okay? So let's add a caption. Pygame, the display, that set caption, okay? Basically, the window will have a caption over it. And I don't know, let's do first game, okay? You can do whatever you want there. Cool. That's it. That's the first game. What does it do? Absolutely nothing. What will it do? Nothing. Do you believe me? If you don't, let's just go over the terminal and basically just say, hey, just run, what was it first? There we go. Cool. 3, 2, 1. I don't know if you'll saw that? It was I think it was too fast. Let's do it again. See that? Did you see for a slightly, like at 1 second or less, there's a window that pops up. See that? By the way, you get like a hello from the community Pygame. That's really cool. Again, I'll do that again. Yeah, you can see it. Let's see it again, just one last time, okay? Okay, what's happening? Well, remember that I told you that the games refresh every single second? Well, we didn't refresh. Like, it just creates a window and, destroys it at the same time. Like, it doesn't maintain a window. So let's do that. Let's start with the basics. So let's see if Pygame listens to us, okay? Because we want to control a snake, and snake is controlled via the keyboard, right? Like your normal game. So okay, cool. By the way, if you're on your Mac, might not see the screen on VS Code because it goes away too fast. Yeah, Mac has a better refresh rate than this computer. So yeah, you might not see it. If you don't get an error from here, then it's fine, okay? Because the game is doing absolutely nothing. It's just a window that opens and closes, okay? But yeah, great comment. Cool. Now, let's see. Let's do something here. So, let's just keep this window open. The way we do it, basically. So, let's just make it never stop until we say so, okay? Cool. So, while true, okay, we already created the display. Let's just add, this would be the second one, okay? The second game. Cool. So while true, we get each event in Pygame that get. Okay, what does this do? So this gives us events. Events could be stuff like quitting, stuff like pressing a key, pressing your mouse. Those are events for Pygame, okay? So, first of all, let's check. Hey, if the event, the type, double equals Pygame, that quit, then let's just quit, okay? It means break, okay? Cool. Now, this is like the first, like this one should be always on, because if not, then you have to do some other stuff to get rid of Pygame, okay? But if this one's on, then it'll be easy, okay? Cool. Now, let's do something fun. Elif event, the type, okay? So, same thing. We're listening to events, and that type of event is Pygame that, careful with capital, key down, okay? So, we will listen to keys being pressed, okay? What do we want to listen? Let's just do if event.key, okay, double equals Pygame dot k capital W, okay? So key W, okay? We should be pressing W, okay? Cool. And then if so, print W was pressed, okay? In the end, after the while, okay, whenever we break from Pygame, I'm sorry, we quit, okay? It VS Code thinks that this will never come to an end because it doesn't know that this will like activate. Okay, that's why it's like blurred out. Okay, cool. Let's try this. Pygame first, 3, 2, 1. Oh, what? Wait a second. We have an error. The first error. Yes. That event Pygame for event. What? Wait a second. For event in. Did we init? Yes. Wait a second. What? Well, this is interesting. Wait a second. What? Ha! Pygame.event.get. Video system not initialized. Why should the video system be initialized? Let's see. Give me a second. But it is. Here it is. What? Let me just fix this pretty quick. For event in Pygame.event, should I probably do? Nah, this will throw an error. Let's just see. Yep, nope, throws an error. I'll probably have to redo the environment. Cause wait a second, what? This should be worked before. Event Pygame. Is it okay? Well, true. For event in Pygame.event.get should be okay. What? Okay, cool. Let's do something that I didn't want to do. Control C this. Let me just Google this pretty quick. Let's see. Ah, got it. Yeah, I got it. It's this. Let's just get rid of this now. Is it? No, what? Wait a second. Pygame. This is embarrassing. Pygame that click. Like this? No? What? Okay, I'll ask chat. Wait a second. Chat. What the heck is happening? It has to be something that's just dumb. Let's see. Yes, I get. Let's see what chat says. You'll see this. Let's see. Chat. Let's see. Haha. Usually, because people done the program. Yep. Okay. Let me just copy this. Didn't want to do this, but let's see if this works. Found. You haven't pulled. Yes, I did. Here it is. That's like weird. Okay. I think the statement with checking executes Pygame quit. Yeah, probably. Like I'll probably do this. Shouldn't work though. Again, it worked before. Should work now. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's that. For some reason, okay. For some reason, you do have to have Pygame quit, but let's just keep it that way. Yeah. Thank you, and thanks, Wade. Cool. Okay, so we have it there. It's doing nothing. If you can see here, it's not as easy to see, but it's a second game in dot or colon D. Okay. Let's hit on W. Cool. You can see this. Pygame listens to us. W, 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 W. You can see 4 Ws, 5 Ws, so on. Okay. We have something that listens to our input. Well, that's good. Nice. So that's like the first part of the game. Now let's do Control C. Didn't want to do that, but yeah, cool. Okay. So what can we do next? Like now, what we can do is draw. So for every single video game that exists, drawing had to be made either by hand, by programming. It doesn't matter. We have to draw. Okay. So let's draw. So let's just do this. Let's put it here. Pygame, the draw, basically. Okay. Dot, that's your rectangle. Okay. First of all, where do we want it? We want it in the screen. Okay. So we have to put screen. Hey, Sarah. Okay. Which color? It's RGB. So let's do 255 on R, which is red, 0 in green, 0 in blue. Okay, so it should be all red. here are the measurements, which is 50 pixels width, 50 pixels wide, 100 and 100. Each 100 means, I think it's opacity and something else, which is visually. Okay, just 50. These two are the important ones. Okay, cool. So this is a red square. Okay, 50 by 50. Let's use something else. Let's do the draw. The circle. Okay. And again, first argument where? Screen. Okay. Which color? We want like RG. Let's do green. Okay. 255. Actually, we said green, so it's 0, 255, 0 here. And this should be like radius. And no, this is the where we want it. So it's 250, 250. Okay. And in the end, the opacity, which is 50. Okay, cool. Okay, so we have two questions. What do you import so far? I just joined. Okay, no worries. I imported Pygame. Okay. You have to import Pygame. Make sure to import it in a virtual environment. Okay. I'll just not show Sarah all of the errors. Cool. So make sure that you have that on. Okay. And yep, that's it. Cool. Cool question. We have another one. Where is X and Y? Okay, that's a good question. Here's X. Here's Y. Okay. Here's X. Here's Y. Okay. Cool. Cool. Some of these are visually, so are like opacity and something else, which I don't remember, but these are the ones that we need. Okay. Cool. In the end, we have the circle should be right in the center. Okay. Because it's 500 by 500 and we are telling it 250 by 250. Okay. Which is X and Y. Okay. Let's just add it here. Why not? I hope this doesn't throw an error, but this should be X. This should be Y. Cool. Let's see it in action. Terminal. Okay. That's probably another bug. Let's use Control-C here. Why isn't it drawing? Like, why do you think we did draw them, right? Like, it's here. And it's in the wild too. So it should be there. Why isn't it there? Like, what's the first clue? What's something that I told you before that we should be doing and we are not? Yeah, that's it. We didn't refresh the frame. That's it. So we do. It exists. It just doesn't display anything because we created something pitch black and never actually did something to it. Okay? That which is great, AJ. Cool. Let's do that. Let me just close the game. Thank you very much. Cool. The way you do it is Pygame, the display, that flip. That they took care of it, okay? So this little line over here takes care of refreshing your display basically to draw every single thing in real time. Okay? Let's see it in action. You can see that. And makes sense. Yep, see the circle? 250 by 250. And here it is. It's right in the center. Okay? 50 by 50, which is like the 10%. Like 50x, 50y should be probably here. Okay? Cool. That's it. We have it. It doesn't do anything now. Like it just draws and listens to us. Like W was pressed. Okay? Cool. We can do way more stuff with this. Okay? Let's move something, okay? Meaning we have something that is drawn. We will draw it wherever we want, depending on what we press. Okay, cool. Let's do that. So let's just get rid of this for now. Yeah, cool. Now, instead of second, let's do third, okay? Third game. We have same thing, import Pygame. Let's just do let's do this because this is how we learned programming. Let's just do it this way, okay? Cool. Third, that Py. Okay. Let's just start from scratch again. Okay. Cool. Import Pygame because I know that Sarah. Hey Sarah, I know you just joined, so yeah, we'll do that for you. Cool. Import Pygame. Now, same thing again. What do we need? init pygame, init, careful, init pygame, and it should be pygame that init. There we go. No worries, no worries. Cool. So what's next? Again, we have to create a display, okay, or basically create screen. So let's do that again with there we go. Let's do 500. Height. Let's do 500, which I don't know why I did in the same line last time. It's too C++ for me, but yeah, sorry about that. Cool. Let's go to screen equals pygame the display dot set mode. Cool. It's a double, so double here. Should be width, height. Okay. Cool. That's it. And let's just display something, which is pygame dot display that's a caption. You want to know what we are working with. Third game. So let's do that way. Okay. Cool. Now let's first have a starting point for our block. Okay, it's going to be a block that moves with arrows. Okay, is it arrows? Yeah, arrows. Okay, cool. So X could be, let's just put it in the center. Okay, X and Y should be 250. Okay, yeah, those are our coordinates, the starting coordinates. Okay, cool. Now let's add a speed to it. Speed, we need that because in the end, pygame doesn't know how fast you want it to move. In the end, pygame just does math, which is I will be moving this block with height, these amount of pixels per second, okay? Based on some speed, which is this one, okay? Speed equals 5. Let's do 5. Why not? It's just a number. Let's see what 5 does. Cool. While true. Again, if you don't do the while true, it will just open and close. Cool. Let's not do the pygame quit. I'll just skip that. Keys equals pygame dot key dot get pressed. Okay, cool. So we want to know which keys are being pressed. Okay, you do this whenever you have multiple keys pressed. Okay, so we can have 2 keys pressed at the same time. This can take care of it. Okay, like in this way. Oh, cool. Now let's say if keys in pygame that k left, it means if we pressed on the left one, okay, which is the left arrow, then x minus equals speed. Okay, it means for x we want it to go backwards because it's left, so we just subtract pixels to it. Okay, same thing for pygame dot k right, should be the same thing but opposite. Plus equals dude plus equals speed. There you go. Cool. So now we have left and right. Okay, let's do up and down. Let's see how that works. If keys in pygame k up, okay, if we go up, it means y plus equals speed. Okay, yep. And if keys in no, wait a second, this is minus. Okay, cool. So because we're going up, 0 0 is in the top left part. It's not in the bottom part, it's in the top left part. Okay, just careful with that because sometimes it's confusing. I know. Top 0, okay, down is the max. Okay, so yeah, cool. And pygame dot Okay, down, which is we're going down, we will add the speed to it, okay? Cool. That should be it. That should be good. Okay. Let's add something new. Screen.fill. And let's do pitch black, which is 0, 0, 0. Okay. This is so we fill in the gap that the square will leave. In this case, because it's black, it'll always be black. But if you're working with a green or a white or something else, then you should fill your screen, okay? Which with the leaving spot. Okay, cool, cool. Now, let's do Pygame.draw, because we will draw something, yeah? That rectangle. And where should we draw it? Screen. Okay, cool. So if you don't add that, okay. Shouldn't the press buttons determine the directions? Yes, that should do it. That's basically what we're doing here, which is if it's left, then, okay, so yeah, I got your question. Left for us would be, you know, we know what left is, but relative to the screen, left is subtracting pixels. Okay, same thing for right. Right is adding pixels. Okay, that's what it's doing. Like that's left and right for the game. Same thing for up and down. Okay, cool. Now, in the end, you can add your custom, or like depending on the keys, you can add custom directions. But in this case, it's just, you know, just across. Okay, cool, awesome, nice. So screen, where do we want it? Actually, what color? So first of all, RGB, we want it blue. So 0, 0, 55. Let's just do vanilla colors for now. Cool. And let's just do where X, we want it in Y, 50 and 50. Okay, which means again, opacity and something else, which I don't remember. But yeah, this is the important ones, which is X and Y. Okay, cool. Now, don't forget Pygame.display.flip, which is every single frame refresh. Okay, let's see how this works. It's not first, it's third. It can go out of the window. Yeah. I think it will. Okay, cool. So here we have it. 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's not good. What? Thank you, Mr. Pygame. It had to be now. Let's just do something here. Cool. Pygame's not working. Why? Let's see. Did I mess up in any way? Well, I know why. I think I know why. Yeah. I'm sorry. There you go. Let's just add the thing that was breaking last time. Pygame.event.get. Let's see if it doesn't break it. If event.type double equals Pygame.quit. Let's do this. Oh, let's just break. Cool. Let's see if this doesn't break it. If not, then we'll just pass. Yeah, cool. Shouldn't break it now. Ah, cool. I think we just created Sonic. Wait a second. Careful there. Okay, cool. Now let's. 5 is just too much. Wait a second. This is just 5 is too much. So let's just play with 0.1. Let's do that. If not, then you'll just have to play with Sonic. There we go. Cool. That's better. Okay, see that? Up, down. Okay, so meaning this part over here, it's 0, 0. Okay. This part here should be 0 to 500, 500, 500, 500, 0. Okay, it means top left is 0, 0. Okay, cool. It's not here as usually happens. Okay, it's here. Okay, cool. And it works. You can see that doing this method over here, which is basically keeping track of all of the keys at the same time, you can move diagonally. See that? And I'm pressing on 2 keys at the same time. Okay, See that? Cool. Or it's opening and closing. Okay, cool. Did you do the while true? Do you have while true and everything inside the while true? Because it's probably happening as it happened at the first time. Okay, just let me know. But yeah, should be. Yeah, it's in the while true. Okay. Do you have this? If you do, okay. Ah, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's probably it. Are we running it in the virtual environment? Because if not, then it will not open it. Yeah, that's a good one. Cool, 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 cool. Just let us know, okay? Cool, nice. So you can see that we have something moving. Let's see what happens if we don't feel it, okay? Let's see, Control C here. See that? Ah, okay. So we are left with remains of the square because it's never being filled. Okay, so in the end, the square passes through here and then here, but the square doesn't exist there anymore. Even if we are refreshing, we have to refill. Okay, because we know where the square is thanks to these here. Like we know thanks to these two variables where the square is because we're drawing it every single time, but we are not filling in the blanks. Okay, that's why you need fill. Okay, so screen fill, get rid of this, do this, and voila. See that? Cool. Okay, nice. So actually, you can create a paint with this, like just for fun. Let's do that. Screen dot fill. Let's do 200 here. Let's just create a color here and 10, 100 here. There you go. Let's see what happens here. Okay. Yep, it's being filled. So you just get rid of like the black. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Nice, 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 nice. So that's it. Did it work? I hope it worked. Cool. So now we know how to move. We know how to draw. We know how to spawn things. We know how to do math. Let's use thinking. Like, why not? Good old water. There we go. Last time I bought a juice. Like last stream, which was like 4 days ago. 4 days? Like 2 days ago. Nah, 4 days. That juice was horrible. Like, it said on the can, gamer. And I was like, yeah, marketing. I'll go with it. Tasted horrible. Cool. Okay. Let's go with snake. So, create a new one. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, careful with your environment. If you don't do it, if you do it outside of the environment, it will not do anything. Okay. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Nice. Yeah. Okay, so let's do snake did pie. Okay. We'll code a lot, so cancel gamer energy drink. Yeah. Yes, thank you. It's like the brand is not gamer. I won't say the name of the brand because, you know, who knows. But it said gamer, like the label. And I was like, yeah, I'll do that. I'll go there. It tasted horrible, like fruit, but not fruit. I don't know. It was horrible. I don't know. My fault. I just bought like something that I just found there, and I was like, yeah, I'll just take this instead of the normal monster that I get. Like, nah, don't do it. Cool. Okay. Same thing. Import pie game here. Nice, nice. First things. Let's do the same thing. Probably let's comment it here. Let's just comment the same thing. Init pie game. Pie game dot init. Okay, so far so good. Okay, we got pie game. Pie game is running. Same thing. Let's just have init screen. Wait a second. Wait a second. I'm just getting everything bad. No, 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 no. Was looking at the wrong cheat sheet. Let's import random. Okay, and let's import. It will need some time there. Okay, cool. So for complex games such as this one and way more complex, I do recommend creating classes. Okay, so let's go with that. Class game. Okay, let's first have everything started. Okay, Cool. So if you don't know what this means in Python, okay, this means whenever we call this class, whenever this is created, I want you to basically create everything that's inside of this function and make it happen. Okay, so everything that is in it function, it basically initializes the class. Okay, it means whenever a class is initialized, it creates whatever we say here. Okay, cool. So it's basically a constructor. Yes, it's basically yep, that's it. Cool. Let's init. What? Can I do that? Wait a second. Okay. Yep, that should be good. That's probably better. Yep. Good. So the thing about changing from one screen to the other is sometimes when I just click on something, I just mess the stream. But yeah, cool. Everything good. Okay, so let's do init pygame. There we go. And then let's do pygame the init here. Let's do that whenever we create the class. Okay, not when we run the Python. When you create the class, and this is the main class, so we do it here. Okay, cool. Now let's keep track of the score. Self score. Okay, self.score. Okay, why do we use self? Like what the heck is self? Self is basically a pointer to this class's variables. Okay, it basically works as a memory pointer. If you have 5 classes, self points to the correct variable for the correct class. Okay. Okay. What is what? What is init or what is self? So I'll go with both of them. Init is a constructor. It means whenever a class is created and called. Okay. So let's say I call game. It basically spawns or creates everything that's inside of init. Okay. Cool. Self, which is like it's always passed inside of init and will be always used inside of a class, is basically a memory pointer to your variable. Okay, so if you have 5 let's say 10 classes created, memory knows which game you're referring to. Make sense? If not, Python will tell you, hey, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I know what score is, I just don't know where is it. Okay, that's basically it. We'll try to break it at the end. Let's see if we can explain this better. But that's basically what it does. Okay, so we use self. Okay, self.score, and self has to be passed here. Okay, cool. So self.score, let's start with 0. Okay, let's set the window. Setting the window is what we did. Self.window equals pygame the display that set mode. I saw a question there. Give me a second. Let's do 500 times 400, because why not? Okay. Yes, it's like in JavaScript. Yeah, that's kind of the same thing. It's like the this in JavaScript. Yeah, basically. But it has to be like for every single thing that you use inside of the class, you have to use self. If not, Python won't understand it. I think JavaScript has like a little bit more freedom in the this. But yeah, it's like this in JavaScript. Yeah. I've used like a few times JavaScript. I've used like 1 or 2 times this. So I don't know how exactly it works. I don't know. I just know it's a pointer to in memory. But yeah, kind of the same thing. Cool. So let's just have let's have a font. Okay, we can change fonts. Okay, font and self that font equals pygame dot font that this font. Let's get console as was good. Why not? 20 pixels of size. Okay, cool. Now, more constructor stuff. A lot of writing, okay? Bear with me. Important colors. Let's do self.blue equals pygame.color. Color with capital T, careful there. Color 00255, okay, which should be the usual blue. Self.green. This is the green that we are going to use, okay? So pygame.color. By the way, this is a color object, okay? So we can use a color without saying or calling the RGB over and over again, okay? Cool. We'll do 149, okay, because this green looks oceany, so you know I liked it. 212 and 122. Okay, cool. Let's do self.red equals pygame.color 255 0 0. There we go. Self.white equals same thing. Pygame.color 255 255 255. Okay. Let's use self.black for the font. It's font rate white. There we go. Self.pink because I love this pink. Why not? Equals pygame.color. It's 246. It's 143, and it's 160. Okay, weird colors. I know. They kind of make sense. You'll get to see the end result. Okay, and self.aqua because I love aqua equals. By the way, my favorite color. Pygame.color should be 0, 176, 178. There you go. Cool. That's aqua. Okay. Nice. Now. Remember the speed? Let's do snake speed, okay? So self.speed. Let's do in this case 15, and you'll get to see why, okay? Cool. And in the end, you can always come back and just change the speed, okay? Can we add the colors without using RGB here? I think you can. I don't know if there's a function like color BGR or color HSV. I'm pretty sure there is. I've always used RGB, but I'm pretty sure there is. Just check the docs. But yeah, cool. That's a good question. Nice. So, what is a snake? Okay, so what is the premise behind this snake? A snake is multiple blocks stacked or queued. Okay, so we have block in pixel 5. If it's a 5 with block, so should be the other one should be block in pixel 10, block in pixel 15, so on. Okay, like a normal var. What do you mean? Like instead of this, like doing just this? Yeah, I think you can. But let's just, you know, it's just I'm showing how to use the colors. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you can use like basically like this. We did it here. See, we didn't use the color by itself. Like not the color object, just the color value. So yeah, you can use a color var. If I got the question correctly, yes, you can. Cool. Okay, let's go with snake. Cool. Nice. So what's the next thing? So let's first define the head. Okay, so where is the head? The head is what controls the snake. So let's do a list here that says head will be in 100. Spawned 150. Okay, that's its starting point. Okay, cool, nice. So we'll start with some other blocks. Okay, so self.snake blocks equals. Let's do the head, which is in 150. Okay, then let's do another one in 90, 50. Okay, let's do another one in 80, 50. Let's do another one in 70, 50. Okay, those are the snake blocks that we can have. Okay, a starting point. Okay, we'll change these in other functions. Okay, cool. Let's add a default direction. Okay, because we don't want the snake to be static, because it'll die if we do that, because the blocks behind it will stack and that'll count as a collision, and if we collide then the snake dies and game's over. Okay, so it has to have a direction. So self dot direction, let's do here equals right. Okay, let's do that. Why not? And that's the default one. Okay, cool. Now, self dot next direction equals. Now, why do we do this? Like, why? This is confusing. Like, why would we do that? When you change the direction, you have to keep track of your past direction and your current direction. In the end, I'm sorry, your past and your next direction. So in the end, you can change both of them in memory and you don't lose track where you're going. Because if you don't have that in memory, then the snake will just stop. If it stops, it collides and it dies. Okay, so we just have this in memory. Cool. Now, yeah, cool. Let's do shoot. The snake eats something, okay? And it's fruit. So let's control fruit for now. Fruit, okay? So we need something that says if the fruit was eaten or not. Okay, it means whenever we eat a fruit, the snake should grow 1. Okay, and we should know if the fruit was eaten, we'll grow 1 in the snake, and then we spawn another fruit. Okay, that's what this variable will take care of. Okay, cool. And now, initial fruit position. Okay, cool. So for now, let's see that solve that fruit pause equals first fruit should be, or like the fruit should be spawned randomly. Okay, so let's do random. The rand range, which will give us a range of numbers from 1 all the way up to, let's do 500 over 10. Okay, good. A little bit of math here, but bear with me. Times 10. Okay, we want a range from this number all the way up to this number, so we know that it's inside of the square. Okay, and this is for the x value. We want the same thing but for the y value. Okay, so it's from 1 all the way up to wait a second, I just missed something here. I don't want floats, so I'll just get the integer. There we go. 400 over 10 times 10. Okay, this doesn't make sense for now. Why times 10? Like, why do we do this? The fruit block will be 10 pixels wide by 10 pixels long. So we don't want half a fruit outside of the screen, or we don't want 1 pixel inside of the screen and 9 pixels outside. So this is what this math is doing. Okay, it looks confusing. It works. Okay, cool. Now, wait a second. I just got it wrong here. Here it's another random that rand range. Am I missing? There we go. Yeah, that should be it. Wait a second. Nope. One's missing. Wait a second. I just messed up here. Here it is. Cool. This should be here. There we go. That should be it. This is like this. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Sorry about the parentheses there. There we go. Cool. Yep, that should be it. Okay, cool. So again, I explained it. Fruit position, it's get me a range. It's a tuple, okay? So we start with 2 different parentheses. I want a range from 1. 500, remember, was our x position. Like x, it measures x, or 500 pixels wide, 400 pixels long, okay? Or height, okay? 400 for the y, 500 for the x. Why we do this? Like, it just looks chunky because we need, first of all, we need ints, and we need something to be 10 pixels height, 10 pixels long inside completely of the screen. If not, we will just have like half a fruit inside of the screen. That'd be like pretty impossible to get. Okay, cool. That's what that math does. does. Now, let's start programming a little bit more, okay? Def, let's show the score. So remember, every single function inside of the class has to have as a first parameter self. Okay. If not, then it won't be able to look at it or to see it in memory. Okay. Cool. So let's just follow Python here a little bit. Good best practices. Function that shows the score of the player. There you go. Now, score surface. What is this? We need an object. We need it somewhere to put this text. Okay, you have to create a surface first. So you do self.font, which is this font over here. Here we go. Self.font. We do render, and what we wanted to say, an f string is a string that can accept variables, so let's do score, self.score. Okay, we do true here, so it displays, and we do what color? Self.black. Okay, there we go. Now we have to create a rectangle over the surface. Okay, so create for rectangle equals score surface, the object that we just created, dot get rectangle. That means give me a rectangle where I can put my score. This means it's like when you program in HTML, like in CSS, it's like position relative. Okay, so this will be relative, or this will be over the game. Okay, so if a snake passes through the score, it doesn't affect because there's a rectangle over it. Makes sense? It's like a protection for the snake. Kind of, you know, that's kind of how it is. Okay, cool. And let's display for self.window that blit. Okay, and we do score surface, score rectangle. Okay, so self.window, which is again the object that we created here, it's a window object. We want it to blit. It means right. The score surface, and over it score rectangle. Okay, makes sense? Yeah, cool. Now, interesting stuff. Spawn fruit. Cool. And let's spawn the fruit. Okay, so again, fruit is randomly spawned. We just want to make sure not to spawn it wherever our snake is. Okay, cool. So, as always, function that takes care of the spawning of the fruit. Of the, wait a second, why of the too many times? Of the fruit spawning. There we go. Aha. Cool. So, let's choose random position. Okay. So, self.fruit position. Fruit pos equals. We'll do the same thing as we did before. We can copy paste it. Don't copy paste. Write it down so you can grasp the idea. Okay. So rand range, which is give me a range from 1 all the way up to 500, which is the x value. I want like not the remainder, but the dividend of it, but in integer. Okay, over 10, because it's a block of 10 by 10. That's the fruit. Okay, same thing here. Random rand range from 1 all the way up to the same thing, but with 400, because that's the y value, over 10 times 10. Cool, 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 cool. Should be the same thing. Okay, and then we know where it is. Let's draw it inside of the screen. So, my game, let's draw rectangle where self.window. Okay, window. Careful with the window, huh? Window. There we go. Self.blue, and what else? Pygame.rectangle. Okay, and then self.fruit position. Careful with the fruit there. Fruit position in 0, which is the x value. Self.fruit. What's wrong with my typing today? It's kind of weird. Position in 1. Okay, I'll enter this. 10. 10. Okay, so I'm telling it, hey, I wanted to draw a rectangle inside of window. Let's start with blue, and then I wanted to draw over it another one, okay, with 10 of 10. So one, you'll be able to see it for a half a second, and then you won't. That's for collision, okay? And then we draw something over it, which would be in position 0, in position 1 of fruit position, and it's visual, okay? Cool. It's kind of funky, but yeah, it works. Cool. That's everything to do with the fruit. Okay. Let's do the next one, which is keyboard. This is going to take a little bit of time. Just let's do it pretty fast. We have time? Yes, we do have time. Cool. We need a key. Okay, so the keyboard will get a key which is an event that will be pressed inside of Pygame. This thing will tell us, hey, you can go up, down, left, right. Okay, that's basically it. So, best practices. Function that takes care of the keyboard dynamics. Why not? Cool. So, if key double equals Pygame, the k up means go up. So self.next direction. Remember, we have to keep this in memory so that it can go, like, if not, you'll have to keep your key pressed. For you not to keep your key pressed, you need to remember the direction. So the next direction would be up. Okay, up. Okay, same thing for if key double equals Pygame, the k down, self the next direction equals, you guessed it, down. There you go. Cool. And let's do the same thing for left and right. Okay, k equals Pygame, the key left. Okay, self next there equals left. Cool. And if key double equals G, no, not G, key double equals Pygame dot k right, self the next there equals right. There we go. Cool. Cool, cool. So far so good. I hope it kind of makes sense. It'll make sense probably when we combine every single function. Okay, cool. Now, we have to see, or we have to make sense of the snake. Okay, it means if the snake is going left, okay, it's going, let's see, okay, so this is our snake. If snake is going this way over here, this is the head. It can't just go right. That's an impossible move. Okay, same thing. If it's going up, it cannot just go down. We have to make a U-turn, okay? Because the head won't change, won't change from its tail to its head. Make sense? So it's something that's impossible to do in this game. So let's make sure that that doesn't happen, because in the end, that would be a collision with itself, and we don't want that. Okay, Cool. So make sure it doesn't collide with itself weirdly. So if self the next direction double equals up and self the direction double equals actually doesn't equal down, it means we won't do the weird thing, then we can go up. Make sense? So again, let's do that again. If self the next direction double equals down, okay, and self the direction is not up, okay, so again, we cannot just do this. Like this is not available for this game, okay? Going down and then up. We have to do a U-turn, okay? So if this is not met, it means we are inside of the rules of the game, then self the direction can be down, okay? Same thing with left, okay? So the direction should be the contrary, which is not right, okay? Then self that there equals left, okay? Same thing for right, okay? If self the next there double there double equals right, and self the direction is not left, then we can go right. Self the there equals right. There we go. That's it. Okay? We just took care of how the snake moves. Okay? So if we have up, down, left, right, we might remember that it means minus equals speed in x, plus equals speed in x, minus equals speed in y, plus equals speed in y. Okay? That's what we're going to do, but for now, this is the end of this keyboard function. Okay? We will take care of the pixels afterwards. Okay? That's why we got these variables. Okay? Cool. Now, now, interesting part, or probably a little bit more interesting part. Okay? Def snake mechanism. Okay? So, cool. Okay. So, a function that takes care of the neck of the snake. Why do I write like that? Of the snake mech. There we go. That's a more proficient use of my English. Okay. Yeah, I felt powerful saying that sentence. I gotta admit. Cool. Okay. Careful here. Since the size of each of the snakes square body part is 10 by 10, okay, we'll have to add by 10s. Careful with that, okay, because it's not adding new blocks, like adding new blocks one after the other in pixels. So it's not pixel 1, pixel 2, pixel 3. It's pixel 1, pixel 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay? Careful with that, because if not, then you'll have like a weird snake. Water that's not gamer energy juice, energy drink. There we go. Let's draw. So for this part, let's first draw a fruit. Okay? Why? Because the snake mech will be called before the fruit. Okay? So we have to draw it first and then draw the snake. Okay? That's how it, if not, then it won't, like a fruit will never be spawned, because a fruit has to be destroyed for it to spawn again. Okay, so we have to spawn it first, and that's like the first and only one that will spawn here, and the other one will be taken care of by the main function. Okay, cool. Because if not, then you just have a snake without a fruit. We need a fruit spawned firstly. Okay, cool. So, draw first fruit. There we go. So, Pygame, the draw, the rectangle. Okay, that we know that. Where? Self the screen. Okay, actually self the window, right? Careful there. What color? Self the pink for this one. Okay, and remember we have to create a rectangle that's its own bounding box, so to speak. So it'll clash with this thing. Okay, cool. So Pygame the rectangle again. This is the bounding box. Like it can clash with this. Where is it going to be? Self that fruit position in 0 and self that fruit position in 1. Opacity stuff, which is 10, 10. Okay, so far so good. So if you say, hey, bully, if we draw this before calling this function, we wouldn't know where the first fruit is. We actually do. If you see in the constructor, we created this fruit position, which is here. So we have our first fruit position already written. Okay, this is the only time when we're going to use this random here instead of here. Okay, make sense? Yes. Cool. So now that's the first fruit. Again, if we don't have fruit destroyed, so we can have one fruit at a time. So we have to destroy one to create a new one. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, nice. Okay, so a snake moves by 10 because each block moves 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay, cool. So increment by 10 the move. Could you scroll right so that's the entire line visible? Yes. There we go. That should be it. Probably. Does that look good? Oh, shoot, sorry. Let's see if does that look better? It still looks better, or is it like too zoomed out? I hope it looks good. Yeah, that looks better. Cool. Okay, nice. So, increment by 10 the move. So, self dot snake blocks. Okay. Now, what is the snake blocks? Okay, because this is a tricky part. Snake blocks, remember that it's this over here. This is our first 4 blocks of the snake. Okay, so our snake will have 4 blocks when it starts. Okay, we will add more blocks to it as it grows. For now, it just has 4 blocks. Okay, so we have to move. We know where the head is, or where the head starts, which is this one over here. This one's like the body, and this one's the tail. Okay, so we have to move everything 10 pixels, 10 pixels, 10 pixels. Okay, because that's what one body part measures. Okay, cool. Body part sounds really weird. Body pixel, body frame, but I don't know. I'll just stick with body part. Okay, cool. So snake.body blocks that insert. So we want to add stuff. So we want to add a new block and remove a block. That's how it moves. Okay, so we want to add it first. We want to add the list of self.head. Okay, so we want to add the head here. And voila, so we add a new head. Okay, cool. Now, this is how it moves. Okay, so we insert in 0 a head. Okay, cool. Now, I know that'll make the snake grow without eating. Wait a second. Let's check. Let's check if we ate something. Okay, so if self.head in 0, okay, it means our head collided with self.fruit pause position in 0. Okay, it means both of the x's are the same, and self.head in 1, 1, there we go, double equals self.fruit position in 1. It means if we have the same coordinates of a fruit as the head, it means we ate something, okay? And then self.score plus equals 10, because why not? Let's do 10. And self.eaten equals 2. Remember what was self.eaten? Self.eaten was a variable that will let us know, hey, a fruit was eaten, we have to spawn a new one. Okay, cool. So we ate something. Okay, cool. Else, so remember here we are inserting a new head. Okay, we need, if we don't eat anything, we need to remove a tail. Okay, so in the end, the snake will be 4 blocks wide. Okay, if not, then the snake would move like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks. It will never decrease, and you know that's not the point of the game. Like, we will not remove anything if we ate something. We will remove it if we didn't eat something. Okay, cool. So self.snake blocks dot pop. Voila. The pop means remove the last item. Okay, we added a head. If we didn't eat something, we just remove the tail. So okay, so we'll grow 1, decrease 1, grow 1, decrease 1, so on. Okay, cool. Everything works, but don't forget to draw. Okay, for pause, for position in self.snake pause. There we go. Actually, snake blocks. Okay, cool. Now, high gain the drop. Okay, dot rectangle. Okay, self.window. It means where in the self.window. Which color? Self.aqua. Yeah, snake will be aqua. We will draw rectangles, which is the bounding box of in position 0, position 1. Okay, x and y values 10 and 10. Okay, again, these two 10s are just visibility, which is like opacity and something else, which I don't remember, but yeah, let's just keep it in 10s. It works. Okay, cool. Now we drew the snake for each and every single block that it has. Let's move it. So if self.direction double equals up, then self.head in 1, which is y. Okay, remember x is in 0, y is in 1, minus equal 10. Remember why minus? Remember that when we had the square in third, let's just take a look at it. The square here, this is 0 for y and x. Okay, 0 is not here for y, 0 is up here. Why? I think for game dev, that's how it works. As a robotics engineer, I can say it sometimes is buggy. It bugs me because I'm used to 0, 0 being here. Okay, but for this, like for games usually, and for Pygame, 0, 0 is here. Okay, so going up means decreasing. Okay, yeah, cool. Just don't forget about that. There you go. So, what? Yeah, here. Minus 10. What if self there double equals down? Then self.head in 1, which is y plus equals 10. Okay, same thing for left and right. Okay, self.there double equals left, self.head Now in 0, because it's x, if it goes left, then it's minus equals 10. Same thing for right. If self the direction double equals right, self the head in 0 plus equals 10. Ooh, 10. There we go. Okay, cool. Cool. This is basically this thing over here. Okay, but you know, in a more concise way. Cool. Now, we don't want the snake to get out of the screen. Okay, remember this block over here. We wouldn't want the snake to just whoop disappear. Okay, if you've played the snake game, you know that when you hit the wall, you die. Okay, game's over. So we have to take care of this. Okay, so how do we do that? Well, we know the width and the height of the window, right? It's easy. Let's just check if our block is not touching that limit. Okay, let's do that. Let's see, check if snake is in bounds. Bounders, careful with the bounders, huh? Cool. Okay, if self.head in 0 is less than 0, or self.head is better, it's greater than, it should be 0, it's greater than 500 minus 10. Why 500 minus 10? Because the block is 500, I'm sorry, the block is 10 pixels wide, 10 pixels height. So if you check it with the 500, it means you won't cover like the entire block. We want it to touch the basically the wall, not taking into account the whole block. Okay, cool. So having this, self-dot, game over. There you go. We'll write a function about that. Okay. If self.head, the same thing for y. Okay, in 1 is less than 0, or self.head shoot, there we go, in 1 is greater than, remember what was the y value? 400 minus 10, there we go, with enough space because it takes up a lot of space. Self.dot, game over. There we go. That's it. So that's it. That's basically it. Cool. Okay. So now, oh, by the way, yep. We forgot something. Now, how do you lose in this game too? You lose if you touch your body. Okay. So if if the snake's head collides with the body, it's game over too. Let's do that too. So check if we lost. There you go. Cool. So for each block inside of the blocks, okay. What does this mean? So I want to check for each block that's not the head. Okay, because if you check, hey, is the head colliding with the head? Technically, yes, because the head has the same coordinates as the head at that time. So it'll count as a clash. So we want to take it from the head forward. Okay, cool. So that's what one column means. It means from number 1 all the way up to the end. Okay, cool. So if head, self.head, okay, in 0, it means its x value is block in 0, and self.head in 1 double equals block in 1 shoot, then self.dot game over. Okay, it means if our head is touching like a single block from its own body, game over. Okay, we just don't take in account the head because the head is touching the head, and it'll be like game over instantly. Okay, cool. Now let's go with, let's do game over. Game over. Okay, self again, function that takes care of losing. Why not? Cool. Now let's create a text. So that text will say basically game over. So remember how we created the text before? Game over surface. We need a surface first. Surface equals self.font.render. Okay. Let's just add you lost. There we go. Without that, a true and in red. Okay, because red looks bad. Okay, cool. Now create rectangle to hold text. Okay, so we can do game over rectangle equals game over surface that get rectangle. Okay, again, if we don't do this, then it's not like over the game, it's inside of the game, and the snake can like bug itself inside of the text. Okay, cool. Now set position of text. We can do game over. Let's do it just in the middle. Okay, so get over rectangle, game over rect dot midtop, okay, which is part of the function, equals we want the x value, which is 500. Let's do that over 2, so it's in the middle, and 400, which is a y value, over 2. Okay, so it'll be basically in the middle. Okay, cool. Now we have the text. Let's draw it. Self-dead window. Oh shoot. Draw, or basically write in screen. So self-dead window that play. Game over surface. Game over rectangle. Okay, cool. What is true in the font? As far as I remember, it's that it's seen. Okay, that it's seeable or visually seeable. How can I? Yeah, you know, did I make myself clear? Okay, let's do that. Let's see. Font dot render Pygame. Okay, let's take a look at this. Cool. Let's see it together. So let's see. As far as I remember, okay. Let's see. Pygame font init, font quit. Nope, 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 nope. Where is it? So these are Pygame docs, by the way. So we can see here. Let's do. Did I? No. Sure. Here it is. It's bold. Okay, yeah. So it's set to bold basically. Yeah. Okay. My bad. Yeah, I didn't remember why 2, but yeah, it's basically it's bold. I'm guessing. Let's see. Font file path size, yes, and then no, it shouldn't be that way. Wait a second. I'm pretty sure it's like something that has to do with font render. Let's see, font render. Let's see if I see. No, this is the same thing. The program return a error. Aha, let's see. Okay, none. Okay, returning true. I'm not sure why then. It'll take time. Let's see. I'll ask chat. Wait a second. Because I don't remember what was it. That's true over there. Just a good question. let's see here. Can you explain what the true for here? Cool. Let's see. Aha, okay. True refers to anti-aliasing. Okay, what is anti-aliasing? Okay, it's basically what's anti-aliasing? Anti-aliasing is a technique to make text or shapes look smoother. Okay, so we basically will making it smoother. Okay, that's the true thing. Cool. Good question though. I didn't remember the correct answer, but yeah, it's basically to make the font a little bit more smoother. Okay, cool. Okay, Blitz. There we go. Now we wrote on the screen. Let's refresh that screen. Okay. Pygame dot display that blip. Okay, cool. Now, when we lose, we write "you lost," wonk wonk, and then we quit the game. Okay, let's do that. So after 2 seconds, quit game. Okay, so time.sleep 2. Okay, personal opinion. The only time I use time in this code, I think it's here. Try not to use time.sleep in your codes, okay? Because what you do in time.sleep, it's basically you're freezing everything for 2 seconds. If you're working in the background with that same code on something else, and this happens a lot in microcontrollers, then don't use time.sleep. There are some other ways to do it, okay? In this case, it doesn't matter, but just be careful if you're working with stuff that are taking stuff in real time. Okay, cool, because time.sleep basically sleeps everything. Okay, cool. And then quit. Okay, pygame did quit, basically. Voila. Okay, cool. That's game over. Now, last function, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, last function. There we go. We can do it. Let's start. Okay. So now, function that takes care of the game. Cool. Okay, so initialize. So let's add a title to our game. Okay, we didn't add that in it, so let's do that here. Pygame dot display dot set caption snake game. There we go. Cool. Let's remove this. It's not funny. There we go. Now let's just make sure that we control the frames per second. Okay, that way we can control the speed of the snake. Okay, so just for FPS control, you can do this. FPS equals pygame dot time dot clock. Okay, cool. Now we know while true. Okay, cool. Now let's see. First of all, let's fill the window in a greenish way. Okay, that way the snake is a little bit in its, natural habitat. Fill screen. Okay, so self.window dot fill, and let's fill it in green. Okay, remember we had a color before in the constructor, which is this one here. We have a green, okay, which is an aqua weirdish green. Okay, but taking into account that our snake is aqua, then it should be like a watery green. Okay, cool. Now let's display the score. Okay, self.show score. Now you can see why we did the functions. In the end, we would have one big function doing every single thing. It's horrible. Just write functions and do it in a class. Okay, it makes things way easier. Cool. Now check for events. Cool. Now, for event, in pygame.get, it's event.get. Let's check if we quit, okay? Let's not do that. It'll break. Let's not do that for now. If event type double equals pygame dot key down, it means we press on a key, then we have to control. Keyboard. Was it keyboard or keyboard control? I don't remember. Let's see. It's keyboard. Yep. Okay, cool. So cool thing again that we brought the functions. We just do, hey, if we have a key down, just activate the function keyboard. Okay, cool. Oh, by the way, should be evented key. Okay, which is what it asks. Okay, cool. Now let's make the snake move. But hey, we did that. So self.snake mech. There we go. Cool. That's it. That's it. Now, remember that we have to check if so we can only have one fruit per or like one fruit only visible in display. So we have to check if it was eaten. So check if fruit eaten. Okay, I'll scroll up so everyone can see and follow the code. If the self.eaten, then self.spawn fruit, that, hey, we wrote this. You can see here a little block, which is, it exists there. And self.eaten equals false. Now, we spawn a new fruit. We make the fruit, you know, the variable just go false, so we don't spawn a lot of fruits, okay? Cool. Now, last two things. Refresh. Okay, very important. Pygame.display .update. Okay, this updates with the frames per second. Okay, FPS the take. Okay, self.speed. Cool. Okay, we do the update, but we refresh here, or we refresh over here. Okay, which is like up. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Nice, 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 nice. This controls the speed of the frames. Okay, so in the end we wanted like 15, was it? 15 frames per second, which is here. See? Okay, cool. Now let me just scroll down. There we go. If main, after if main, double equals dunder main. Okay, okay, that's a good one. What is the difference between update and flip? Flip is used for whenever we want to refresh the whole thing, but when we want to update, it means take in account everything that we drew, and update its own parameters. Okay, in this part over here, we didn't actually take in account the actual, or like we didn't use this for more. Okay, so it's just for drawing. If we want to update the entire game base, we have to use update, which is flip plus store everything. Make sense? So it's like flipping. Actually, you can see flipping is used here, but it's for the game over. Okay, so we don't do anything more with game over. It's just, hey, visually just refresh, but don't refresh in the background. Okay, that's what update does. Okay, good question though. Cool, AJ. Nice. Almost there. How many errors? Like 5 at least? I know myself. I know. I'll have like a lot of errors. Game equals game. Okay, so for whoever asked what was init and what init did, when you create game here, in this line of code, all of this gets initialized. Okay, Cool. Let's do this. And probably like this, so if anyone's following, game, let's start. Voila! Voila, that should be it. Let's hope for the best. Let's hope for the best. I'll leave the code there like a few minutes. Few minutes, I mean like 1 minute. Let me just drink a little bit of water. And you all ready? Let's test it. Hi, as always. Should be snake. Ready? Ooh, 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 ooh. Ah, what? Okay. Python doesn't have draw rect wire. Where? Line 54. Okay. I said 5 errors, huh? There's one. What is it then? Wait a second. It's in spawn fruit. Let me double check my cheat sheet and aha. Ah, sorry. It's like this. Right. Okay. So line 54, if you've been following the same, or in spawn fruit, okay, instead of pygame.draw rect, it's pygame.rect. Okay, my bad. Cool. Should be it now. Okay, same thing. Argument must be rect style object. Did I add something bad? Line 54, same thing. Wait a second. Pygame.draw. Ah, I saw. Draw.rect. Okay, sorry, my bad again. Is it? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, pygame.draw.rect instead of draw_rect. Yeah, cool. Good one, AJ. Okay, that's the second error, okay? I said 5. Let's see if I am not mistaken. Oh, come on! Let me concentrate. You can see, there we go. Oh, cool. There it is. Nice. Okay, another fruit here. Oh, come on! Good thing. Shoot. Okay, like after 10,000 years, there we go. What? Okay, you see this? There's an error. Why? I don't know. Okay, you can see that we are not eating, and hey, we lost. Okay, cool. So what happened? Let's see. Spawn fruit. That's the second fruit, so should be here. Self-that fruit pause. Okay. We are not. Okay, there's something weird here. Where could it be? I draw the first fruit, which is here. Okay. Fruit pause is okay. That's just weird. Any ideas? I'm not sure. 5 minutes to find the bug. Self-that head, nope. Did I just mess up with the name? No, it's fine. What? Oh, I should have worked. Self-that head? This is okay, wait a second. What is that? Snake mech? Am I drawing wrongly? No. Shoot, now to find the error. The worst thing is that it doesn't say, are we updating fruits pause? Yes, we are. It's here. I double checked that. Here it is. And it should be the same. Random bit range. Is the math correct? I think I know why. Wait a second. I think I got this wrong here. In Snake Mech. No, wait a second. False. This is just so weird. This is okay. Any ideas? If not, then I'll just. The code is on the GitHub, by the way. So yeah, my GitHub username is Billy1601, by the way. The correct code, okay, not the one that I just wrote. Okay, let me just give me 1 more minute. If not, then I'll just show you how it should work, because I have it in another part, but I'm pretty sure it's right here. Like the error is just right here. This is pink, why blue? Foot pause. This is just so weird. Is this random being created correctly? One random range, 10, yes. Random range, yes. Ah, wait a second. No, it's fine. Yeah, it's this range times 10. Huh. Let me just try it out, okay? Let me just try it out again. I hope it was just a weird bug there. Because first one works. There. Second one should work like a charm. Yeah, it doesn't. Something. To find the error, it'll take a lot of time, okay? And we have 5 minutes only, but okay. It sometimes happens, okay? How it should work is like this. So let me go to. Let me just deactivate this because it will create. Cool. OS CD Pygame. There we go. Aha. I think it's temp 2. So env scripts activate and pytemp. Is it temp? Yeah, cool. So this is how it should work, okay? I probably wrote something incorrectly, but there's 10. Wait a second. Wait. There we go. 20. 30, and you can see, yeah, there is something that we didn't update. I messed up in some way, but yeah, it should work like this. This code is on my GitHub, okay? So you can look for it. It should be in one of my repos, okay? If not, then I'll update it today, okay? Cool. But let's just check if we collide with ourselves. There we go. Yeah, we collided. You lost. It closes. Okay. Cool. So errors are everywhere. When typing, I'm pretty sure I just mistyped something. But yeah, that's how it should work. Cool. Again, the correct code should be on my GitHub. But yeah, cool. Thank you for joining. Two things. First thing is, could you please fill out this survey? Give me feedback on how we did, or how I did in this stream. Also, just in case you join a little bit later, I'll share with you this one, okay, for you to register. Is that mine? I hope that's mine. Yep. And 18, which is okay, cool. So you have Intro to RESTful APIs part 2 with Alberto in 5 minutes. Okay, 4 minutes actually. So yep, I'll say thank you for joining. I'll just zoom in my face because why not? There you go. Cool. So thank you for joining. It was really cool, really happy to do this with you. A little bit sad because it didn't work correctly at the end. It has to be something like what AJ mentioned, like we are not updating something. Something is not being updated where, you know, I have to find it. But yep, hey, thank you for sticking with me. It was cool. 200, nearly 200 lines of code. Thanks AJ for the help. Cool. So if you need any, if you want to have any questions about the fellowship, or robotics or Python or anything, just let me know. And yeah, so join Alberto in 3 minutes. Thank you for joining. This stream was really cool. Thank you all, and love the stream, loved your vibe, and hey, thank you for joining. See you. Oh, by the way, see you tomorrow. I have an intro to C++. So if you wanna see it with me tomorrow at 3 p.m. Mexico City, which is 5 p.m. EST. Okay, cool. Are you in masters or bachelors? graduating from bachelor's. I want to go into a master's degree, but kind of want to work a little bit before going to a master's degree. But yeah, I have a bachelor's in robotics and telecommunications engineering. So anything that has to do with ROS, robotics, um, internet, which is Wi-Fi, wireless networks, wired networks, all of that, I have a bachelor's in that. I don't like that much telecommunications. It's kind of weird. It's too much math. Like the math, I don't like it. Antennas and all of that. But robotics, that's cool. So yeah, if you need any help with the robotics, just let me know. Happy to help. And yeah, thank you for joining. We'll leave it to Alberto from here. And yeah, see you tomorrow if you want to stick with the C++ intro. Okay, thank you all. Bye bye.